So last week we talked about what not to do with someone who is going through narcissistic abuse or healing from narcissistic abuse. And I reamed all y'all out. But now the question is, how do you support somebody who is going through narcissistic abuse or healing from it in an appropriate, loving, and supportive way? Does anybody else who's pregnant overeat a lot? Just saying. In this video, we are going to look at some healthy, appropriate, loving, and supporting ways that you can show your loved one who is going through this difficult time with empathy and compassion to potentially help them heal. 7 ways actually, so stay tuned. Cue music.
Potty, she talking naughty. Here to help your trouble, she don't judge nobody. Even if you're not at your top and it's a lie, she try to make you see a different train of thought.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am the Pottymouth Guru and I'm a trauma-informed therapist, and my mission is to help you learn how to unfuck yourself one video at a time. This is a little preface for some peeps out there. If you are the type of person who likes to call it like it is with the people that you love, know that there is a time and place for everything, and this, unfortunately, is not the time and place for that. And I hear you, man. I love to call it like it is. I do. And just, we can't in these situations. A second preface is that not only am I a therapist, but I'm also a survivor of narcissistic abuse via a parent and 2 long-term romantic relationships. So I have my own experience with it. Also, I've done a lot of therapy. A lot. So going back to, if you're the person who calls it like it is, not doing it in this situation might go against every fucking fiber in your being and how you believe that you should act with the person that you love and support. But at the end of the day, this is about what they need rather than about what you believe that they need. Adaptability is your friend. And that's me calling it like it is. Boom. So a person that's stuck in a really toxic narcissistic relationship is likely having some trouble with reality and confusion. So that call it like it is approach will actually garnish a whole fuckload of defensiveness and potentially even dig them in even more. It might even cause them to romanticize the toxic shit that they're in. They might lie, they might make excuses, and even maybe if they're feeling like super defensive, they might launch a counterattack. Please know that this is not personal. This is super indicative of the narcissistic web that they are stuck in. So support in this situation needs to be approached carefully and with loads of kindness and understanding and empathy and compassion as much as possible. It makes a lot of sense if this sounds really fucking hard for you, because you likely have like fucking no respect for the narcissist in question. You might even dislike or hate them, but the urge to yell, "Get the fuck out of this relationship!" needs to be shelved until you are alone in the car and you could let out all your fucking rage. Scream to your pleasure. Now, if your loved one is in a violent situation, keep in mind that you might be required to call the cops or help that person into a shelter. But if you're dealing with emotional abuse, like for example, controlling behavior or gaslighting, the support will look a little bit different than this. Now here is my list. Number 1, listen. And now I'm talking about the kind of listening that does not come with judgment, snarky comments about their state of mind. This is such an unhealthy relationship. I mean, you're miserable. Bro, they know all of this. And they don't need to hear it from you. This is also the kind of listening that doesn't come with demands, that they answer all sorts of leading questions about their relationship. Try so hard not to jump into problem-solving mode. People need to feel seen and heard. And if we get into fix-it mode, then there's not really space for a person to feel seen and heard. Let them vent, if you have the bandwidth and you give them the permission to do so, about this motherfucking person's behavior and how they feel about it. And even if it's like super repetitive as fuck. So an example of how this can be structured. So first you want to start off with parroting or paraphrasing back. It sounds like he's been criticizing everything you're doing and you feel like you can't do anything right. Then you move straight into validation. It makes sense that you're exhausted all the time. I mean, you're trying to be perfect all the time. Then you empathize. I'm so sorry. This seems so painful. I can't even imagine what you're going through right now. Something like that. Number 2, believe them. Believe them. Believe them. Guys, if you have never been in a relationship with a narcissist or a sociopath or psychopath, you have no idea how crazy shit can get in these types of relationships. This person in question does not behave like you or other people in your life. If your loved one is telling you a story and explaining a situation and it sounds like super outlandish to you, believe them, because it is very likely happening. And also remember that perception is reality. Number 3, validate their feelings and their reality. Just to piggyback off the last one, with the gaslighting that's going on in this relationship, they are likely confused about what they're actually feeling, if they should even be feeling it, what they do, and if what's happening is normal or healthy or not. Validate to them that all of their feelings are absolutely real and that they make sense. And tell them that they have a right to feel the things they feel. Help be a compass for reality for them, and not in a judgy or critical way. And remind them that the thing that they're describing to you doesn't happen in healthy relationships. Or for example, if you were at an event that they were at and the narcissist has spun the shit that went down, validate to them what really happened and help them remember actual events. Number 4, educate yourself on what narcissistic abuse is. I don't mean like get a psych degree here, okay? I mean hop on YouTube, read some articles, find content creators who talk about this, and learn about how this type of abuse works. Because if you're going in blind, it's going to be hard for you to support your loved one. If you don't know about how this all works, and then it's going to be like super easy for you to fall into the traps of what not to do. Number 5, remember, it is not your job to fix them or their lives. It is only your job to provide a compassionate, safe place for them to land that's filled with unconditional love and empathy, comfort and understanding. As much as you have the urge to fix, don't dismiss the immense power of non-judgmental listening that offers love and compassion. This is what they need. This is what they don't have in their partnership. They don't need a rescuer. And like, honestly, they have to rescue themselves. We all do. Number 6, encourage them to seek out therapy with a trauma-informed therapist. A lot of what they're going through is out of your pay grade to be able to actually help them. And that's okay. It's just that they might be dealing with PTSD or CPTSD or major symptoms of anxiety and depression, and they might need professional support to work through some of that stuff. Number 7. Number 7, be patient. Maybe this one is the hardest to muster. I get it. You don't want to see the person that you love and care about suffering. And you can see a clear path out of this shit situation, but they might not yet. And as we know, we cannot control what people think, what people do, what they believe, how they feel. We can only meet them where they are. And it might take them months or even years to get out of this situation. And if we choose to love and support this person with our own boundaries in place, of course, then that's what we do. This can't be about our timeline or our comfort levels. It has to be about theirs. I had a parent and ex that were in and out of my lives for years before I was able to truly walk away and go no contact. And it took my other parent 25 years to leave that situation and go no contact. And then the healing after that was fucking years, as was mine. Remember what I said about a lot of therapy? I'm sure that my friends and family wanted to pull their fucking hair out listening to my drama and witnessing my pain. But the ones that loved me through it didn't judge me, didn't criticize me. They listened. They validated, they empathized. That's what helped me the most. And it ended up helping me gather the strength to leave those situations. Outside of therapy, of course. Be that person for your person. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any questions on how to support your loved one in this situation, put them in the comments below. Are you a person in a narcissistic relationship? Or getting out of one? Or healing from narcissistic abuse? Tell me what you need or what you needed and how you needed to be supported by your family and friends. I want to know, but more importantly, I think the people that are watching this video that read the comments, it's really important for them. It can help, so do it. Comment below. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share this with somebody who you think might value it. And on that note, I shall bid you adieu. Ta-ta. Cheerio. Bye.